value.
And I'm just gonna lightning bolt.
Hello, everybody. See, what everybody's not aware of is that the magic happens in the beginning.
Yeah.
Before the show really starts.
If they're paying attention, they get to hear us just talking.
They get all the ins and outs behind everything that we do here.
Yeah. You get all the good stuff.
It's MJ Ortiz, the noob.
Evanless. I have a name.
Bob will be back shortly. The Batmobile lost its wheel, and Bob got away. So.
So today we are looking at the Batman Universe Collector's Bus from Eaglemoss. This is a close-up of Harley figure when it turns all the way around.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, so Eaglemoss.
Before we get too far, I would like to thank Evan for actually wearing a Batman shirt.
Yes.
I think it may be
Round
the
of
first
applause.
time in a long
That's not
time
true.
that Evan has actually, we did a special day, and he actually wore a Batman shirt. However, he didn't get the memo that we went villain.
Yeah, we did. That.
we went villain. So somebody,
I'll be the villain.
No, you're the good guy, and we're the bad guys.
He hasn't lived long enough yet to become the villain.
Yes, this is true.
I haven't seen myself become the villain yet.
Yes.
But spend enough time with us, and we have a feeling you'll get there.
There you go.
So, as per usual on our special days that we cover, it's just pretty much us here.
Yeah.
We get like 3-4 views on our special day coverage.
Yeah, I'm not 100% understanding what this is, and I
Antonio.
think in some ways it may be the people who select these days,
Yeah.
and we're just like, it's Batman Day.
Like, but who picks Batman Day on Tuesday?
That's what I was asking.
Someone-
before we started.
yeah.
Well, why is it?
it sounds like a
Batman Day?
Friday day.
Yeah,
but you couldn't be this week because
Batman is definitely
because
a
it's-
Friday type.
it's May the 4th this Friday.
Yeah.
And
Batman's
then
an any day kind
that
of
was
thing.
supposed to be Avenger Day, so DC was clearly not going to pick May 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already seen them, tuck tail when they were going to have what was it? Batman v Superman with Captain
Dawn of
America Civil
Justice.
War.
Dawn of Justice.
With Dawn of Justice on the same day as Civil War, and then he said, "Oh no, we're going to go to the other side." Can you imagine what that day would have been like for box office totals? And the fans in either camp going, "Well, I'm going to see it on only see it in IMAX 3 times today because I want those dollars to go against that other title."
So that's honestly, at this point, I think that Marvel should just complete the curb stomp on DC.
Ooh,
and the
American
next,
History X curve stomp?
American History X style. Just like the next time when they're going to drop Aquaman or Shazam, just give me a Marvel movie and just let DC know, hey, we're Marvel.
I mean, imagine if Marvel would have dropped Namor on the same day as Aquaman.
Oh
Just been
God,
like,
that would have been great.
What if that actually happened?
And nobody
They've been doing Namor in the background.
But how about this? Nobody even really likes Namor.
Exactly.
And more people would go and see the movie.
Because it's got the little Marvel Studios at the top.
Yeah.
That's
I've
enough.
been reading the Infinity crossover from, I think it's from 2015 or 2014.
Okay.
Around there. And just the bits, because part of it has the Illuminati in it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
Namor
yeah.
is part of that. And so the bits that I've had of Namor in there, I actually really like his character. And
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where he goes because I'd never heard of him before.
He's got like a means to an end type of guy. Like, he's
Him and Black Panther have a thing.
Yeah, well, they're both rulers.
Yeah.
And I think they're the only two that are rulers, right? Well, I mean, if you throw in Black Bolt, but is he alive in that?
Yes.
That line? Okay, so he's
Yeah.
alive in that story. But I mean, that's just nothing against DC's characters. We're just
No,
saying
we love
their
DC.
film
We just don't
properties-
like the films.
The film properties aren't as strong
We just-
as
we
the
want the
comic
films to be
books,
better.
the cartoons. But guys, that Teen Titans Go movie.
That looks
trailer,
great.
Oh my God!
That
I was
trailer
But
like,
it's animation. That's Warner Brothers
I
animation
had
versus
no desire to see that. Thought the first one was kind of funny, the trailer, and then in this I was
Deadpool
like,
jokes, Green Lantern jokes. They call it the yawn of
Of
justice.
justice.
I mean, and there's some great.
it's awesome. It looks like a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I'm like, that looks like a great Saturday.
Yeah, agreed.
throwing it. Well, maybe even a late night movie, so I don't have to deal with the kids.
Agreed. All right, so Eaglemoss was very kind enough to send us some busts to cover today on Batman Day. We also have underneath here, we're going to lift it up later, we have the Ultimate Justice League Batmobile vehicle plus figure FKM 40-993.
Now, is this the one that
I
you could have
hope
gotten
you're hyped.
at ShopRite?
Yes.
Back at Christmas,
You
that
could get
was
it
on
at
sale?
ShopRite. It was the tale of this has been great. $2.99 original asking price. It goes out everywhere there. It sits and sits and sits. Then it drops down to $125 at ShopRite's. So we went. I mean, I not that I'm not going to ShopRite's multiple times a week anyway. But we went to just try to find. It was so interesting trying to toy hunt at a ShopRite because you walk in, you're like, well,
They were right outside the door, weren't they?
Well, no. Sometimes at different ShopRites, they have their merch in different places.
Okay.
So you're searching all the way through. I know that a couple places hit me up had like apple cider donuts on the way out, and then I'm like, well, now I got to get donuts.
And you're going food hunting.
Yeah.
For Little Debbie.
Well, you know how I like to food hunt.
Yeah, that's your
my
own.
hostess.
That's your own show.
That's my side
Oh,
project.
MJ'sFoodHunt.com.
Have we talked about Hostess? Have we talked about your
No,
Hostess
no,
on
we
the
didn't.
live stream yet?
No, we did not. But it's a special episode where I make them sit here and we're going to hunt for special snack cakes.
Speaking
and
of
taste
food.
them. Imagine you smell it.
Oh,
The good, the bad.
My kindergarten teacher did that. That's how we had to guess what it was. She blindfolded us and we had to smell
Nice.
it.
That sounds like a different.
But speaking of food, Evan lost the Avengers bet.
Yes, Evan lost the Avengers bet. So this week,
Yes, I did.
most likely Thursday or Friday, Evan will be eating.
I think we should do
Evan
a
will
Friday.
be taking 100 inches to his mouth of mozzarella sticks.
I think we should do a Friday because it will take a force of Evan
Yeah.
to get through all of that, and
Yeah.
it's
All
force.
right.
It's May the 4th.
Sure.
So he'll need those powers, and we can go to
We could
Arby's.
do-
itself
we could
for
do it
lunch.
live
We
at
could do
an
it live
Arby's.
at Arby's. I don't think they'll care. I mean, they will when
Nobody's
you
at-
blow chunks everywhere.
Nobody's
they
at
probably will.
Arby's. When
And
was
you
the
know
last
what-
time you seen somebody eat in an Arby's?
And you know what would be worse? He's gonna have to drive all the way back from Delaware
Yeah,
from an
oh,
Arby's
like,
and just sit there like, guys, I need you to
pull
pull
out
over,
my ribs.
pull over now. I don't care. Pull over now. Maybe we should bring some TP in the car with us, just in case.
What do you think? You think anything's gonna come through after all
Well,
that cheese?
I mean, you can't rip off
You
your
just
sleeve.
he probably
After
won't go to
all
the
that
bathroom
cheese,
for
there's
a
nothing
week.
gonna move.
All right, so Batman Day, we've got some Batman busts here. Are we gonna take them out, or we're just gonna kind of?
I think we should. I think we can hold them up here and then just kind of look
Yeah.
at them because we're gonna
Well,
give
why don't
away.
you kill the spin thing.
We're gonna
and
give
then-
away every single one of these.
Yeah,
today.
we are giving them all away. Actually, maybe not, because we have to have at least 5 people. And
We have
we're-
6.
6, okay.
We have 6 people.
All right, so here's the thing that I like about Eagle Moss. Not only do you get a bust, which Diamond Select does busts as well, you get a very cool collector's, pamphlet or magazine. Each of them have, some classic comic book stories of each of the characters. Some really, really cool stuff.
And you get a lot of different artwork, so you can really see the history of the different characters.
Yeah.
You can also see the different artists that have drawn them. They give you, if this is either your introduction to some of these characters, or if it's your, I think I've read everything, this might highlight some things you haven't. And I think I saw in one of these, it was like Catwoman Year One by Jeff Loeb and Tim
They
Sale.
have this thing, which I absolutely love, where each of them is numbered. So if you're a crazy completionist like myself, you now have to go out, you got to get the busts.
Yeah.
You got to get the busts displayed, then you got to have this next to it. So you're like, oh, you like that Harley Quinn bust? Well, here's this little
Yeah, there you
magazine
go.
for you to check out.
I think this is great, and I actually had that one right there. That was one
Yeah.
of my favorite covers from a Two-Face book. This one right here, Batman Annual number 14. So I really, really like that issue too. So
Yeah,
this
there's some
is
cool.
and it smells nice.
Yeah. Well, they're actually we're in the printing industry as well, so this is a really well made magazine. It's cut well, saddle stitched, heavy paper, probably 120 pound gloss. So these aren't cheap.
Yeah.
These alone have a couple $1 value.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn one goes into her Suicide Squad run.
All right.
So it's not just Batman and
All right, let's do them in order, right? Because you know how I am. So obviously,
No,
Batman.
yes,
Batman.
No, Batman's first.
No, I was gonna
Batman's
do them
number
last. I was
one.
gonna do
You want to do
last.
it in
Yeah,
descending
backwards.
order?
Do them backwards.
Fine. Catwoman,
Thank you.
Sorry. This one, right?
number 5.
I grabbed the wrong one. That's Two-Face.
That's Two-Face. So purple, green.
Catwoman. There we go.
And I
There we
like
go.
that they're all different scales. as
They are,
well.
and as we get to the Joker here, who will be second to last, he has a long arm with a gun and the whole bit. So I
Nice.
like that. I'd like to start with you close up here.
Yeah, good.
I'd like to say, besides the Bat, I think she's my favorite of the set. I really like the whole literally the cat suit. It looks airtight. I think she has the right look of Catwoman, and it's I think the more modern Catwoman now too. I think this is what we're looking at.
Yeah, this is
in the new DC.
Yeah, and it's reminiscent of the Mezco 112 that we're going to get. Actually, today for Batman Day, they have a PX exclusive variant
Yeah.
that is going to be the purple suit.
Yeah, the purple
pink?
suit. It's
Pinkish
no, it's called the
purple.
purple
It's
suit.
purple. Okay, it's
I
called
was
purple
kind of
suit.
the one thing I didn't like about the Mezco's purple suit that we saw today was the hair didn't come down on the back. And I don't know if they were going to do purple suit. Like it's cool that it's
Yeah.
just a different color, but Catwoman back in the what was that like Batman in the 70s had like a cape and the hair came
Oh yeah,
down.
she
so-
had the whip, the
Yeah,
three-pronged
I don't
whip,
know, I kinda
the
wanted them to
full
see
purple
that.
outfit.
something to think about,
But
Mezco.
did they say which Catwoman they were doing? Like from what run?
It's very similar to the one that they just released, but she's going to have a purple outfit with the goggles and the whole bit. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
hair
just-
is
Then
short.
it's kind of like I'm reading right now The Long Halloween and Dark Victory. She has a purple suit in that one.
Okay.
I don't know if she has the goggles in it or not.
That sounds
Oh,
close.
Rick says that it already sold out. So thank you
Boom.
for getting that pre-order in.
Boom.
We got to get a boom effect. Like, can we get fireworks at some point and some boom effects?
We should also say you can only
I
win
guess.
once today, guys. You can only
yeah,
win
you
one of these.
One per customer, but you're not limited to
Is it
if you're an
Catwoman sold out?
admin or you
Right,
know,
yeah,
any,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. You can
Admin or
win it.
mods doesn't matter.
But Rick, I'm not shipping it to you. You got to come bring that beautiful bald head out here and pick it up.
Are you
All
saying
right.
the Catwoman is sold out already?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
what he
well,
said.
the variant. I mean, that's variants always go. They're usually
Yeah.
smaller runs, but
I didn't know
I can see
they'd
that.
already done a Catwoman.
The Sovereign Knight looked too much like the Ascending Knight to me. And I don't think his ears were as long.
This is supposed to be gray and gold versus black, and there's the three versions
Okay.
now.
Well, if you didn't get one of the others,
All right, so what do you think? Trivia
let's
question.
do a trivia question.
Selena,
Okay,
Kyle.
name the last Catwoman on the 66 TV show
He's going deep.
that had a Christmas song called Santa Baby that she sang.
I'm gonna sit down, guys. This one's gonna take a while.
But we can move on to the next one. So if you could tell us who played the last woman to play Catwoman on the 66 TV show, who also had a hit Christmas song called Santa Baby, you win Catwoman.
Matthew was saying he's excited to see the Mezco Batmobile they teased today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mezco's
Yeah.
doing a Batmobile?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was in the. We just scrolled through real quick and we're like, oh, there's a video in there.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
there's a
a Batmobile
video.
and a Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah,
So
the
you're
Commissioner
really going to be
Gordon
able to
with the
create.
spotlight. Yeah.
Is it you sure it comes with the spotlight?
If they don't give me the spotlight, that is going to be one of the first major dings that we have for Mezco this year.
you're gonna
If
raise hell.
If you tease me a bit with the spotlight, it doesn't have to light up. I would love for it to light up.
Why would you make it without lighting up, though?
Because it's very expensive for that.
Yes.
Still.
All right. So again, do we have to say the trivia question again? Anybody get it?
Nobody's got it. Eartha
Looks
Kitt.
like Chuck Lindsay. Boom! Eartha Kitt. Come
Boom,
on, guys.
fireworks, the whole deal.
Winner, we got a winner. All right, we're gonna get your address after this is over.
Okay, one out of
We'll
the way.
contact you.
So, number four.
Four.
I gotta tell you, I love the Two-Face character, and I love that he's one of the bad guys that always has just like in every Batman book, he always has just a little bit different of a motivation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Joker's always the Joker, Harley's always the Harley, Penguin's always the Penguin, but because of his two-sidedness, he plays the good guy, he plays the bad guy, he can come over to the good side and the bad side sometimes. And he's got a great kind of story on how he interconnects with Bruce Wayne. In some versions, Bruce Wayne's directly responsible for the acid, and some not so much. But I'm always been a big Two-Face fan. I have a bunch of in my collection, I have the more obscure Two-Faces
Right.
from DC Direct. Not like just the. I don't know I guess DCU probably did a Two-Face, but
I'm pretty sure that that's a John Romita Jr. right there. I'd like to read the story run.
He's
that
the
John Romita Jr.
he's the new multiverse. That's the
That's
new
the new multiverse
That's
Two-Face.
the new
Okay, yeah.
multiverse Two-Face.
I think I'd really like to read that story. I like John Romita Jr. a lot, actually. So that should be really cool.
I like for a while there. That's a fun if you're a DC collector like myself. DC has the Greg Capullo designer series, and so the Two-Face was released in very small quantities and had production issues. So it was a figure that was going for $120 just because some people got them early, and then very quickly the rest came out, and it was almost the Muckman scenario, where it went from 120, down.
All right. Well, we did say we weren't going to open them, but did we? Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I wanted to open this one because the plastic protector bubble kind of made the burn side of Two-Face look. I couldn't quite make it out, and I really wanted to give it a good judgment. So we're going to put him out here and be very delicate with him because he's got a coin hand, and we're just going to zoom in. We're not going to spin him. I'll spin him if you'd like.
No, I
but
can just zoom
yeah, all of a sudden, I mean, I liked Catwoman, but I'm really digging the Two-Face here.
Yeah.
I mean, and what I really appreciate too is that we have a bat symbol down here at the base.
There's one on this base as well, and it's also not exactly centered either.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Well, I mean, neither are these characters.
Yeah.
So that I wonder if Batman's will be centered. Ooh,
okay.
Interesting.
Good question.
But all right, so to win Two-Face here, I'll show you that side of him. I really do like the face. Actually, I'm glad I took it out. I'll say, what actor played Two-Face in a movie and in a animated movie? Same actor played Two-Face in a live-action Batman movie and then reprised his role in a animated Batman movie. What actor played Two-Face?
So while they're mulling that one over, my favorite thing about the Batman, is it Forever, the Val Kilmer?
That's Forever, yes.
So my favorite story
Oh, it is forever.
of the yes,
Evan with the funny!
he's bringing it today. Of Forever is the fact that Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey did not get along. You got it? Yeah, you're all.
I was backwards. I was backwards.
Yeah. No.
No.
Still
you're-
backwards.
Yeah, that's it. It's right there. You got it.
There we go.
So they didn't get along whatsoever, and he refused to work with him. So one night, Jim Carrey happens to be at the same restaurant as Tommy Lee Jones during filming. So he figures, let me just go sit down and have a conversation.
Matthew says Billy D. Williams.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one I see.
Matt, Matt. We send something to this guy like every week now.
Yeah, that's.
Matt, you pay attention.
We're gonna open up our own shipping account.
I can't
just
believe
off
you're
of
not
you.
in the shipping account address
Yeah.
already.
I think we might add him.
Yeah, we should add him.
At this point, we should.
So
you were saying?
he goes, he sits down. Jim Carrey sits down with Tommy Lee Jones, and just kind of says to him, "What's up? Can we work through this?" According to Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones stands up, told him to go, where he could pound it, and just said, "I can't work with somebody like this. You just can't be off the wall, at all," and just left. And they never spoke other than on screen for the rest of the production.
I think part of it probably was too that wasn't that after Tommy Lee Jones had won the Academy Award for The Fugitive, because I think that's 93, and I think Forever is 95, 96. But I mean, he was probably used to being, I'm the villain in this, and clearly, if you watch Forever, Carey steals every scene.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he was so over the top, and
But
Lee
that
must
was-
have known that he was
that
going
was
to
when
get
Carey
the part.
was still I'm gonna try things and be funny, and then he didn't go into the super I gotta be serious thing that you have now. So
Andrea said Tommy Lee, but she said she was wrong. But she's gonna try for something else. Yeah, we got plenty more.
Yes,
to give
we've
away.
got several more.
Yeah.
We've got several more. And remember, only I need to know the answers. Because Evan won't.
I knew that one.
Oh, you did?
I wasn't entirely sure if Billy D would count because I don't know if he made it to the screen.
He
per
was
se.
in the Lego movie.
He
He was-
never
I knew he was
got
in the Lego movie.
got Two-Faced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but I should have said Harvey Dent, which probably would have given
Yeah,
it away. But
but-
technically, so he got
No,
it.
that
He
was-
knew what I was thinking.
When I was watching the Lego movie, when I saw that it was the Billy D. Williams Two-Face,
Oh yeah,
that's when
I was like, that better be Billy
okay,
D.
I'm loving
That better
this.
be Billy D.
You got me. All right, what do we got up next?
Andrea said Tommy Lee Jones takes himself too seriously. Always has.
Yes.
Yeah, probably, from being Al Gore's roommate in college, he probably takes himself
Well, you
way
know,
too seriously.
what happens when your roommate invents the internet
I was gonna say, probably has some credit in that, right?
And global warming.
and global warming? Both.
Okay, so we are on to Harley Quinn.
Right, you guys want to take a shot?
Harley
Actually,
Quinzel.
I think the interesting thing here about Harley Quinn is that her bat symbol seems to be dead center.
Yeah.
So anti-hero, hero.
Well, now she is definitely, she's broken up with Joker. She's moved on. She's rehabilitated. She's in the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
She's practically a good guy. I don't love this Harley. I don't love the new Suicide Squad movie Harley.
yeah.
I dig the old hat,
Right.
or even the blonde with
Right.
the colors. I get it. I dig the big hammer, but it's not my favorite.
Okay. So to get Harley, who created Harley Quinn? What two creators are credited as Harley Quinn's?
I had a really hard Harley Quinn one.
Matthew said.
What two creators are credited as the creators of Harley Quinn?
Matthew said makes sense that Billy D would be Two-Face. Lando.
Ooh.
And then Rick just laughed.
Colt 45. Do we have a thing?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah,
Here's
not
the
yet.
Harley that we're going for.
Not yet. All right. So, Clown Prince of Crime.
And they gotta put.
Matthew said he wished he hadn't won Two-Face so he could try for win the Harley.
See, you don't want to.
Rick said Tim.
Tim, that's one. That's one.
Rick, get the other one. You've now
Gotta get the
thrown
other
it out.
one. Gotta get the other
The
one.
thousands of people watching are going to be.
Thousands of people. Actually, we're up to 7.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
We're
Look
doing
at
a good
that.
job here,
Hey,
guys. Yeah.
there's something about.
Antonio says Bruce, Tom, and Denny.
I think Antonio, you better fix that answer quick. 'cause
Hurry,
you're
fix
very
it,
close.
fix it.
You gotta fix. You're so close.
Don't.
Son of a.
Matthew
Don't.
said he's got to play the long game.
You gotta play the long game. You gotta hurry. So, you watch that. It's.
I'm watching.
You watch it? I don't want to say it too loud.
All right.
I got it.
Yes, Antonio, you were
You're
correct.
it.
You
Right.
got it, Antonio.
All right, hand it over.
Here we go. It's Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, and she just had her 20th anniversary.
Yeah, when they email you, also say what you won.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes. Well, Evan's got to go through it. Evan's got to go
It'd be
through
really
it.
helpful if
Evan's
you
gotta go through
message
it.
me and tell me what you won.
So you got to put Batman with Joker side by side. I gave up on Gotham, but the new current Joker plot line that they have going is almost bringing me back.
Really?
I gave
Yeah.
up on Gotham a long time ago, and I think it's just because I really don't like watching appointment TV anymore. It's almost worth just waiting and then diving in later because it's the week, and then all of a sudden it's like, Fox has a special event this night, so then your show gets pushed back or it moves to a different day. I'm just very, very tired of that.
How many more seasons can we go with Gotham before you either are just he's Batman, or we got to shut it down?
Well, he's got to grow up, but there's probably some sort of clause where we can't have Batman on TV in live action.
Little Batman,
Little
Well,
Batman?
but at
Lil
what point
Bat.
does he go off
Little
into
B.
the world?
Well,
You
he's
know?
already training. So you know what? Because
All right,
I'm going to get
it's
upset.
gonna go for
Gotham
it.
was the show that I put on
you're
in the
gonna get
background
upset.
while I was doing something completely like that I didn't have to look at. I would just look over and go, oh, somebody's
So-
doing a bad thing.
So, for everybody who watched our spoiler and non-spoiler yesterday, the big question is Thanos the best villain, at least for Marvel? And if you're gonna go out there, I think hands down, right, best villain across all properties, all everything, Joker's got my vote. I think Joker for me, TVs, movies, comic books, source material, Joker's my guy. I think the crazy, the relationship that he shares with Batman.
I think because he can be anybody. He can be from anywhere at any place.
And
at any
now
time.
there's supposedly technically 3 Jokers, right?
I'm not
So it's not
following
even
that.
just one. It
But-
gets convoluted.
But even then, as a character goes, it could be anybody. Could be pushed that far with nothing to lose, and how far they can go.
I think Joker is the most iconic. I don't know if I would call him
good.
the best.
That's good.
But I
Well, then
can't
you're
give
gonna
you...
need to give me a best.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
If
to give
you're
you a
gonna
best.
tell me I'm wrong, you better come to the table. You know, don't show up to this gunfight with a knife. Okay.
I'm showing up to the court with a mistrial, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is from
I'll give you
a
an answer in a minute.
2003.
I'll give you an answer next week.
Yeah.
Just give me a week to think about arguing with you.
This Joker, according
This is a great one.
according to the magazine, is from a 2003 final page of Batman 613. So this is in the style of Jim
Well,
Lee.
and you got the classic bang.
Yeah, and
You know.
this is the biggest of all the busts. Well, I don't know. If Harley's pretty wide, but this
What was
one
that?
this is the
Just
tallest.
because
Yeah,
she has the hammer.
she got the hammer
Yeah.
in here. But you know, it's definitely got that dark, deep look. And again, this bat symbol is crooked, whereas in who was it? Harley's was straight on. You guys have anything to say about the Batman? Because I got a tough one
I don't
on this
love the
one.
hair
As these
on
get
this
harder,
one.
I got a tougher one here. So on the hair.
I think he looks with the elongated face. He looks a lot like he does in the Long Halloween and the Dark
Okay.
Victory. He has
Okay.
that big face.
Well, and
that he has
I like
now.
that on the back they give you a more current, you know,
Yeah.
Death in the Family Joker.
Well, I wouldn't say Death in the Family. That's more like
They just redid.
Court of Owls era, Scott Snyder.
Oh, is this
Batman.
not
That's
the
more
one
like
where
Scott Snyder?
No, this
era.
is he's cut his face off and reattached it.
Oh,
This
is
is
that the current
they
Death in the
did
Family?
Death in the
Yeah.
Family.
God,
again.
they did it again.
It's Death of the Family and Death
Current
in the Family.
death.
Current
There's
Death.
two.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
all
a
right.
different-
I mean, we did Secret Wars 2, and then we did Secret Wars.
Spoiler: everybody gets gas.
Everybody gets gas. So, all right, let's do trivia. To win the Jim Lee Joker, we are going to. What was the one thing that Cesar Romero in the '66 Batman series refused to do to play the Joker? What was the one thing he refused to do?
Actually, I know this.
That's it.
I know this one.
He refused to do
Come on,
one thing.
and Andrea,
Andrea?
we're hoping you get this one because you think the Joker's good.
Yep.
What's the one thing he wouldn't do?
He wouldn't do when he played the Joker. I mean, it's fairly obvious.
Yes.
Yes. Let's move on to the bat.
Okay.
That one's
bat.
Electrogram. The bat. This is my favorite of the three, and this is the very first one. You want to zoom in? Thank you.
I'm trying to watch the chat. To make
Okay.
sure.
This is my favorite of the whole set.
Rick got it.
Did Rick get it?
Well,
Shave
Rick,
him
you're
up
not
there.
getting Batman.
Boom, Rick.
You wanna
Congratulations
do
to
your
Rick.
boom
That is
again?
correct.
One more boom.
Rick got the correct answer. Cesar Romero, the classic Joker from the '66 series, refused to shave his mustache. So that's why, even on the figures, they still have a little like pencil kind of thing going on here to show off Romero's mustache. And that was always something when I was a kid. It bothered me because I'm like, well, do you just color in over the
He's
mustache?
just so crazy. He won't even shave his mustache.
Oh my god, he's still good after all these
Yeah.
years. I love watching him. So this is the Jim Lee Batman, my favorite of the set.
Yeah, that's nice.
And this one is actually from Batman 608 in the Hush arc,
Yeah, this is Hush.
2002.
Yeah, this is the Hush Batman.
I got it. This is the one you get with the subscription.
Yeah.
So if you don't win this today, I believe this is your introductory offer. This is the lower
Okay.
price to start with, and then it kicks in every month, and then you get all these different ones as you progress. And we've got lots of information inside the magazine to actually help you fill all that out.
Rick says, "No, curse my fast hands." LOL, because he can't get Batman now.
Can't get a Batman. But again, we go into Batman's golden age. They really give you just a great brief history that, can really, if you're giving this as a gift to somebody, you can, dip your foot in the water and kind of go, yeah, I want to read that story. You get all the logos here, which isn't even all the logos, but it's a nice variety of colored logos here.
I like
so-
this Batman because he's a nice kind of blend of the super thick Batman and the leaner Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's he's the imposing Batman. He's got the big head and jaw, but body-wise, he's not reshoot Batfleck.
Yeah.
He's first Batfleck.
Yeah, I call this the small ear Batman. I like this one. It seems like the big ears might have gotten in the way a few times, and you go, I could really trim those down.
He's trying to duck under something
Yeah.
and just hits the tree.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're down to the last one here. We're going to have to do a trivia
Yeah.
question. Let's see. To win the Jim Lee Batman.
Go, Andrea.
This is the only one I didn't think of. I had one for all of these. I thought this one would be easy. All right. Who played Lego Batman? Who was the voice of Lego Batman? That's easy. Who's the voice of Lego Batman gets you the Jim Lee 2002 Batman? That's an easy question.
It's this guy.
I thought we went really, really hard with some of these others, but
Yeah,
you get the Lego. You get the you get the Lego Batman. Tell us who played Lego Batman, and then we're gonna open this monstrosity that's sitting down
we're
here.
gonna-
Yeah.
We got an answer.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh,
I think
man.
they're still catching up.
That's sharp. He's got the. That's like the. It's not even a batarang. It's like a bat
Andrea
blade.
says Will Arnett.
There we go.
She got it right the second before Raul.
Raul Ramos. He is a winner several times
Isn't
over.
he? Isn't,
Andrea
isn't
got
that
in.
team? Isn't that Team Paul? Isn't that Team
Yeah.
Paul?
Oh, Team
Andrea
Paul.
got in there right the last
Wow, we're talking like milliseconds.
Yeah.
All right, so I honestly was not gonna buy this. I really had it in my mind. Even when Rick had posted that you could go to Costco and get it, I was like, I have a Costco membership.
What was it at Costco?
$80.
Okay.
So I could have easily strolled over to Costco, got a couple big bags of Cape Cod chips, bunch more oranges than I needed.
Wait, are those actual chips?
Yeah.
Or are they chips for like your fireplace?
No,
to make it
no,
smell good?
they're actual Cape Cod chips. They're the deli chips. I could have got a couple big bags, some oranges, and been good. But I was like, I can't even do that work. And then Rick,
What happened?
I think there's not entirely sure who won. I think Grow.
we'll figure that out later. She got it. She got it first. So, Raul, man,
and
I'm
she spelled
sorry.
it. You could also say she spelled it right.
Yeah. So then Rick, the sniper, the scammer, scalper, busting.
He's like super connected on the internet.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
is the internet.
He
That's
is
it.
the Batman of the interwebs.
Matthew says Cape Cod chips was the last thing I expected to hear on this stream.
Listen,
Hey, we talking about food
we
a
haven't
lot.
even gotten into my hostess obsession.
Hey,
so
if you were there for the Ghostbusters one, we did a pretzel unboxing.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did sample
It was
pretzels.
Pretzel day.
Matthew, you got us to do the pretzel unboxing.
It was pretzel day.
Yeah,
Okay, so I wasn't even going to do it. And then boom, Amazon, $80, Prime delivery.
Wow.
So it's Friday, I'm outside, I'm literally making hot dogs for dinner. I see Rick posted it, and I don't know how many they're going to have.
Right.
So I run in, open the door, I go, Stephanie, can I get the Ultimate Justice Batmobile? And she looks
That's
at me and
his
goes,
wife.
yeah, that's my wife. Thanks. She goes, what is that? It's the big one that everybody's talking about, and it's cheap. She goes, all right, just do it. I ordered it the next morning, the next day when I got back. We went to Greater Philadelphia Con on Saturday. 1 day shipping. This thing, the cost on this is, we were going to let Evan pick it up, but, he's so hurting from the ab crunches. That
he's got
he
the
couldn't
Bowflex,
do it.
and he just no, that's for the legs. Bowflex is for the legs. You got the abdomizer.
You look in Batman shape. I'm more.
Give me that shoulder.
I'm more Danny DeVito, But all right, so let's crank this sucker open. So Bob asked me a really good question about this earlier, which is this a toy
Jesus.
or is it an RC car?
Yeah, is it remote control?
And I think it's a combination of two because you can actually. All right, hold on.
All right.
We're gonna work this thing out.
Right.
You
Watch the
can
camera, watch the
actually.
Nope, camera's below that.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. Wait, is this a whole separate?
Yeah, let's hear. Just cut this out. We'll cut this out.
Yeah,
I don't-
the box, the value
I'm
of
not
the
gonna
box.
keep the box. All right,
We
then
got-
here.
we got-
No, relax. Everybody relax. Like a
resale value.
Like a good
with the
neighbor,
box.
MJ is here.
Okay, boom, flip it. Okay, we're professionals.
I think keeping the box that it chips in is worth it.
Wow, good for all the
Look at all
cardboard.
that.
And they just, this is a lot of money that they lost. Honestly. There's just no other way to put it. Wow.
Oh, geez.
Good, show that.
No, wait, no,
sucker.
wait. This is the back. This isn't even like the full Monty. This is the back. All right. Now I don't know if we can see that with the
No, I got it. I
microphone,
got it.
but
You can see
got
it.
there.
Yeah, Rick,
But-
you're right. It is both. It's a toy and it's an RC. So I don't know that there's
Jeez.
anybody. Yeah. I don't know that there's anybody
great.
on the live stream. Oh wow, yeah. Look, 720 V. We probably should have opened this
Wait,
earlier.
is it Bluetooth?
We can control it by app, Wi-Fi.
God, we don't even
We're
have-
gonna
There's a
probably end
camera.
up shooting with this thing.
Is there a camera on it?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
camera on it.
So-
720. We could just set it up as one of the closest.
Yeah.
We could send this in ahead of us at the toy store.
Yeah.
People, well, at Toys R Us, they'll think, oh, can I buy that? No.
This is actually, Bob, from a movie that just came out. It's called Justice League.
No, that came out back in November. If it came out.
And it's a decent one. So here's the thing I gotta say:
Ooh.
if you bought this sucker at $300, which some people
Kudos
did,
to you, man.
how mad are you now?
Look at this. This is the glossy side. Oh, it's ribbed too. Oh, Evan's got ribs like you. Feel that? Or abs, sorry, not ribs.
Everybody has
Everybody
ribs.
has ribs.
Flat here on the back.
Matthew's saying, I wish I had the space for that beast. Where are you going to put that monster?
Honestly, it's probably gonna stay here
We have
for
a
now.
warehouse, so we can
Yeah, pan the camera. We have plenty of space.
we've
So
got
Rick paid $25 for his.
What?
Which, you know.
Hell, for $25, I would have bought one.
He got him the price match it or something. He has the receipt. It's ridiculous. But if you paid $250 for this or $300,
And you saw that somebody paid $25?
how angry are you? Like now, people are getting them. They're going to Costco, chips, Cape Cods, and Batmobiles,
And oranges.
and a 48 pack of hot dog buns.
That's like the guy who got the Black Series TIE Fighter for like what, $2.18 and had the receipts, and then boom, 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 they were gone.
Yeah, you can never go to Costco and not feed a whole army. No, you got to cut that. There's definitely.
Matthew's saying the big vehicles and playsets are always worth way more in the long run than figures. No one buys the high-priced items because they're too pricey, and they always become rare and go up in value much later.
I gotta say, I normally don't open my stuff, so this probably would have just stayed in that box, or I would have displayed it someplace.
Here's a pretty cool
I'm
box.
kind of excited, about cranking it.
Whoa. Wow.
You guys have no idea.
Really
we have to
expected it
literally
be, look, it's like a framed protector
hold on.
inside of.
Cut to the
Did
secondary
I just pull?
camera.
Wait a minute, Evan, wait. Help me pull out. I think that's a display box.
No.
Yes. Like we are.
No, it's
No,
not
look at the top of it. Pull the. You sure? You sure that's not a secondary kind of display thingy? Nope.
Well, now we're just ruining.
No. It
What I
wasn't.
was trying to
There's
say.
like this glossy interior, and I thought
Yeah, no,
for
what is-
sure.
what-
Trying to talk.
No, it's taped in there. So
What's
are we
the
supposed
point?
to open this and display
Oh, you know what? Does that?
Hold on.
it? See?
Well,
Jesus.
we really should. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. It's like there's a second clear plastic layer on the
Switch
inside, so
the-
I thought there was some sort of interior
So it,
thing. Where's Batman?
And where's Bat? He's probably in the box underneath. Figure and accessories inside.
Oh, in here. I can't see this side. Is that what this thing says?
Yeah. We are. Okay, that's.
Is there another
good.
thing to open?
yep, we're good.
I mean, this is like Radio Shack good.
This is why Radio
This is
Shack's
this is
still
a
in
going out
business.
of business good.
All right. Yeah. How do we?
Well, it seems to be attached in multiple ways, but we need to get the figures and things out. What we got? We got tape over here, Evan?
Yeah.
Hold on. I think you have a. I think you should. Hold on.
Here. I got the car.
Because
in the
it
box.
should- Yeah. Should just go like that. Pros.
You need that leverage.
See, Evan, it's a nice little tap it up.
Tap 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 Rooney.
tap it.
Okay.
Oh.
This is. There's something in here? Or is that just?
No, but it's
Keep it in
attached.
place.
No, we may need to take this out because see, look, inside
we're
they
not
are
gonna
attached.
take the. Just leave it. I mean,
Oh,
you
we're
know,
not?
We're not going to drive the thing today. We got to charge it.
Oh, that's right.
So hold on.
It.
Oh my
Think it comes charged?
no.
Well, we got to download the app. How long will that take?
They're gonna figure out how the camera works.
There's even a
right, let's-
smoke solution.
Let's do a close up here. And I'll do some turning around here. Kind of give you an idea of what it's like.
Matthew's saying, okay, I need to buy that. Rick is saying it's loud too in the box. The display is in there too. Andrew is saying holy expletive. I might need to get that.
Batman.
Oh no, wait, that might just be the base. That was the base I wanted to take
Here, take that. Let's put this back in.
off. Yeah.
Slide that sucker.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of
Expletive.
we've got all kinds of shifting.
We've got shifting, guys. We've experienced some shifting. All right, there you go. Wow. Yeah, this is. Listen,
This is cool.
I feel like I cheated the system here. You know what I mean? I put in $1,
If
and,
you would
and
have given
instead
that
of one
$80
bag, yeah.
to Justice League the film,
No, I wouldn't.
How many times would you have to see it?
maybe Infinity War would have taken an extra day to get over the top.
Wow, look at this thing.
I want to know what this is right here.
Well, hold on. We
we have instructions here?
There's extra pieces. Just everybody.
this thing is
Listen,
monstrous.
guys. Let's take a deep breath, okay? Because we've got this whole thing here.
Oh my god, let's show this off.
Okay. We've got Batman, a smoke solution. Looks like two
It kicks out
cannons.
smoke?
So, yeah. Look, even Bob is like, great. Now I might need to.
I'm like thinking I gotta go to Costco.
I have a membership.
Damn.
All right, so I'm gonna do the classic. Definitely not gonna look at the instructions, and we're just gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, that's definitely no.
I thought it was the front.
Well, no, because we got two of these suckers.
Yeah, see, these
too.
suckers gotta go there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean,
Here's one.
I didn't see the film.
No, you're right.
But I'm just assuming. No, wait a minute. No, wait.
Oh wow. Oh, and it pivots with the wheels. Look at that.
One.
See, I don't like this now because now I have a loose Batman for my multi. Because this is technically.
Oh my god, these spin too.
This is
Not
pretty
only
cool.
do these spin.
I
these
feel.
spin.
I'm telling you, I feel like I put $1 in and I got 2 bags of Doritos. I beat the system.
Wow.
2 bags of Doritos.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, or
wait,
no,
wait,
even
wait.
better, 2 bags of Famous Amos cookies.
Now-
you know what I'm talking about.
Now we're action figure junkies, so we should probably show off the bat here. I'm a little
you
disappointed in his neck. I think he's.
Oh,
but
okay.
no, I'm just saying he feels like he's like this.
But
he's in the car. So
Can
I mean,
we
we've
point
gotta assume
out that compared to even the Batfleck figure from the movie, this one I think is better. Now I didn't open mine, but
name?
Martha.
See, it works. It totally works. What do you guys think? I think I know he's got to fit in the car, but I think that besides looking like Night Owl, I think his neck is a little.
No, I
think the arms are great.
wow, the articulation of them.
Yeah,
Rick, do you open your multiverse figures? Because this is a really loose, kind of well done figure. I mean, it's Batfleck, you know.
I think you should get a good figure if you spend $300 initially.
Batman goes through, like, he definitely, I hate to say it, but he looks like he just ate a double quarter pounder at McDonald's.
Well,
he
it was
does
probably in
like
the it was probably
in
the
the
reshoots.
suit, but like he ate it in the suit.
It was probably in the reshoot.
So he got the suit on pre the quarter pounder, then he ate it, and now Alfred's helping him take the sucker off.
Matthew said, "Oh, 2
that
bags
way,
of
or-
Famous Amos. That's a steal."
Or do you think
Exactly.
It's like this?
Jessica said,
think it's
"Bat
like this?
Signal shirt is rad."
No,
That's me.
It's that one.
Oh, maybe it's you. I don't know.
No, mine is
I guess that's me.
a Beetlejuice mashup. Batty Juice.
I guess Bat Signal would be me.
Yeah, look at you, Team
Look
Evan.
at you.
Always getting
Thank
love
you.
from
Way to
the.
buy those shirts at Walmart and bring them in.
I've had this for a while.
Oh
I
man,
had to find
you
it.
can't give it to him at all.
I had to find it.
You had to find
I was
it?
nearly late today because I had
All
to
right,
find
guys.
it.
Oh, God.
Rick says the leg articulation is trash, too.
Very. I can see why. Well,
You
remember this.
Ben Affleck doesn't run.
This one, I mean, we're really not going to see a lot
just
of
stands in the back and shoots
posing,
people.
Yeah.
because this is the figure. But at the same time, you should be able to pose him better.
Yeah.
Because if they just wanted a figure that was going to sit in there, they should have just installed the figure that sat in there.
Yeah.
Like we could get the Stormtrooper in here, and I think we could probably get him in.
I think this should have come with Aquaman too, so you could pose him on. top
Oh
of the
no,
Batmobile.
Aquaman with like magnetic
Yeah.
legs, so that he's just attached to that, and just that.
Why
kind of
don't we have? Do we have the little speakers from the movie when he tries to attempt suicide? What? It's not a spoiler. And
I know.
honestly,
No, I didn't even know they did that.
he's now gonna watch it because he's like, oh, maybe Batman doesn't make it.
Maybe Batman kills himself. Matthew was saying.
Martha.
Jessica was saying, lol,
Oh.
quarter pounder. Matthew says all of them as hell movie figures have odd bodies. Makes no sense that they can't make muscly superheroes yet they can make WWE figures with bare-chested men.
Yeah, they can.
That's
a great point.
Batman is not my forte. Sorry, guys.
Who's that?
Jessica said that.
Oh,
It's Batman 66 though.
Rick says blasphemy. Jessica.
Wow.
wow.
Here, did you
Yeah,
spin
just like Spider-Man. Oh, we've spun it a few times. Let's
Oh,
spin it again
hold
now.
on.
Now that we've got it all tricked
Now
out.
we got it all put together. All right, so
I have to say, on Instagram, you will see us play with this and do all the things that it can do. So
Yeah.
keep an eye on our Instagram because
well,
we've got
let's
a nice big flat
let's
space
just,
here.
Let's just talk the front of this sucker. Okay, so I mean these wheels are epic. I mean
And they're rubbery.
And look at
they're
this.
not hard
but look,
plastic. They're rubber.
when you turn the wheels,
Oh, the
the
guns
move
Yeah,
together.
but I want to know when we get it going, and does this go ding, 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 ding? Because
Me?
these turn.
That's what.
Yeah.
And they're turning in sync. Yep. Maybe we should have Rick come bring his, and we'll have a race. Why not?
We could.
Why not?
Rick, bring your Batmobile. Batmobile v Batmobile.
Ooh.
The
We'll put
race
Deadpools
of justice.
in them. We'll put Deadpools in them and race them on Deadpool Friday.
And whoever wins gets a case of Hostess.
A case.
A case. Well, like a sleeve. A sleeve of it.
Sleeve.
I won't give up my whole case, but I could give you like one sheath. You could have a sheath of Hostess.
Hey, we've got 9 people watching.
Hey, you know what? It's the food talk. I'm bringing them in today.
I think it's because we opened this gigantic.
Look at this.
This thing is huge.
Raul said.
I don't think this is.
110 scale
Does this
car.
pivot?
Really,
I'm sorry.
It's got. Well, no, they definitely.
But they're not even. So
No, but
once
they
this side's not in.
That's
There
it.
you go.
Now it's in. I think it just gives it a little bit of
Yeah.
a bounce to give it that realism. It's neat. It's really
All
cool.
right, so
Raul said 110 scale car, but only fits 112 scale figure. Shake my head.
look at all this.
Jessica says Adam West for life, but Spidey is my jam.
Oh yeah.
Rick says the camera inside is cool too. Don't forget about that.
Oh, where's
No,
the camera?
The tilt. I don't know.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're gonna have
working on
to.
it.
I did not expect this to be.
Moving steering
Uh-huh.
wheel. The steering wheel moves.
Yeah, I was afraid. I was afraid to put.
Jessica-
Oh wow! Yeah, look. Look at that. Look at.
Wow.
Wait, is there a camera? It looks like there's a light. I guess there's a light inside, or is that a camera that shows Batman inside?
Oh,
of it?
the camera's behind him. It says it.
Oh, I see it. Okay, it's
Batman.
right here.
Oh, it's a POV. It's a Batman POV.
Oh, nice.
Bat POV.
Jessica says that is bananas. Wow. Matthew says pizza party on stream equals viewers. And Rick says it goes up and down too.
Oh,
Yeah, this
nice.
supposedly. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
See, I just got the AT-AT, the ATAC or
Oh,
something.
I could kick
AT-AT.
your ATAC.
Yeah, from Rogue
with
One.
this-
Oh yeah, you could run. You just push this over. But that was.
You ever seen this really old
That was-
movie, Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
Going
You
to
see
the
this
thing
really
with
old
the-
movie, Aliens?
It's really.
Kid, I forbid you from doing any more
it's
pop culture talk.
Really unbelievable. I mean, this should display here for sure. We'll probably. I mean, we're gonna take it off. We have
Well,
to.
we have to take it
But,
off. I mean, we're running out of
I
space
mean-
as it is. Wait, I wonder if are these. Do you think these light up? The front yellow lights?
No.
They-
Maybe.
They look like they do.
Rick, do the yellow lights light up in the front?
It's the billionaire battle.
Wow, did somebody get ripped off? This is a Mezco. $80 buys me a 112 figure,
Yeah.
and instead I've got a video camera, smoke exhaust. I could just imagine taunting my animals, my child.
And
This makes me a villain.
yeah,
Totally
we should
with
put the Joker. And there's even little details like no step, caution. There's like hazard surface here, hot.
Yeah, we'll keep spinning it around.
The
If-
engine is lightly detailed here on the sides and stuff, but there's a step. We have intake stickers and warnings. We've got more rockets right
Look at
there.
these suckers in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything you guys want to see in particular on this, please let us know.
Well, let's show the battery. Does show like this isn't like a couple of C batteries.
No, this is you got to charge it.
Yeah, there's a charger here for this. There's an app that
Well,
if
here,
we-
Evan, why don't you go?
I didn't know any
Jessica-
of that, or I would have. We
Jessica
would have
says,
charged it up.
Oh my God, moving steering wheel. That thing is massive. Rick says no. The car can adjust its height. It has 2 levels.
Oh.
He also misspelled a couple things, and that's why he said he was typing too fast.
Oh, he was overtype. Yeah, he was overtyping with joy. Look at this thing. But this is the Hulkbuster Iron Man, and that kind of gives you an idea of the scale.
No, it has power.
It's ready to go. I don't have my phone. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we should
I
save it
think we should save
We'll
it.
save it.
because
This is for another time,
this
folks.
is for another time. Plus, I think we'll probably be able to load the footage ourselves off of the app onto Instagram.
Yeah.
But you're making a good point, MJ. You're saying what you paid for this was the equivalent of buying a Mezco today. You
Yeah.
could have bought a Batman or Catwoman Mezco with the same amount of money, and you gotta look at. I mean, as much as I hate knocking DC, like I hate knocking it, but you have a product like this that you had someone who clearly put a lot of love and thought and design into this whole thing.
Well, so here, I mean, I think I know where you're going. Mattel DC license, right?
Right.
If you got an articulated Hulkbuster, or because there's not, or a Quinjet, or something,
Yeah.
Avengers wise, I think they would have paid the $250 for it.
Right, and that's the value of what the end product is. The film, and that's what matters. The comic book, the story, all of those things matter. So that when you go out, I mean, you look at Star Wars, just straight across the board, those 3 films, and people bought products with shower curtains, toothbrushes, anything. It didn't matter. Here you have Justice League, a movie that it does okay. I mean, it's not horrible. But, I mean, one movie opened and in 2 days or 1 day beat its overall box office total. That's along the same lines. It's a culmination of superheroes. So now you have products like this that are out there floating in the ether. You can get for $80. I mean, I'm not a fan of the film, but I would clearly own this Batmobile.
Yeah.
Give it as a gift to one of my nephews.
Yeah, $80. You are the best uncle. You show up to Christmas, a birthday.
Or you're the worst because you only got it for 1 and you're 3.
Exactly. You can't.
Oh, and here's your Korg.
Yeah, here's your cord.
You get a Korg.
This
you get the
is-
Batmobile.
Man, this is really cool. I am beyond presently surprised.
Matthew said, seeing this makes me so sad that Mattel dropped the ball by not making an Ecto 1 a few
Oh,
years
please,
ago.
don't make me cry.
Raul says the battery comes charged. Rick says he got excited. Raul's arguing with you, saying you love knocking DC.
No, I don't.
LOL.
I want to look. I've had
then
this
he said
shirt
C.
for like 10, 15 years. Like I love the product, and I have tons of DC stuff. I have been to all the Batman movies, everything. It's just I'm over it now. I'm
If
done.
Marvel would have kept in vein with like the Thor 2s, the Iron Man
Right.
2s, the
didn't
the
have-
Blade, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and they didn't pull it together, we'd be sitting here knocking Marvel just like we knock. Because my wife actually said to me yesterday while we were watching, check it out on the site. Josh, our West Coast junkie, did an interview with the Marvel themed entertainment. What's the guy's? So I don't mess it up.
Brian Crosby, Marvel themed entertainment. He did an interview for us. It's on the page. It's on the Facebook page. It's everywhere.
And midway through the interview, she looks at me and goes, "Why don't you collect this stuff?" Because I collect DC, and it hurt. It hurts.
We have it's
I
your
know.
Infinity Glove.
Yeah, but now it's collectively
Well, you know
the
what?
AFJ's Infinity Glove.
It may be time, MJ, for you to turn the collection over.
Never.
Get rid of all the. Keep
Oh,
your
I'm-
Mezcos. and grow up and
Listen.
just say, you know what, I'm going to move on to Marvel Legends.
I
think
will-
we could start you with some Marvel Legends.
I actually,
right off
I
the
have
bat.
the 12-inch ones. I will continue to dig this hole until I come out the other end.
Well, let's think.
I am
Here,
committed.
real quick.
Let's think super long term.
Here, I'll just
MJ.
I'll use
let's
the
think.
reality stone.
Let's think super long
I'll
term.
just fix it for you.
You're done collecting. You've given it all
Who's
to your
never
son,
done.
who's named after Wolverine, not Bruce Wayne,
We collect that too.
not Kal-El, not Superman, and you're saying, you know what, they're all yours, and now he can't sell them because the DC franchise is just nothing.
Nah, because the DC, because you still have classic DC. And
The comic.
the comics aren't going anywhere. Man, this is cool. I don't even know what to say. I guess we're going to have to send this to Mattel and just say, hey guys, great job. Edit out all the bad stuff we said about, but wow, that's...
Actually,
Hold on. I was gonna go for the. Okay, so
Wow,
this
scale-wise.
was $10 less.
No, this was $20 more.
This was $20 more at initial retail price. What you would say you could buy 3 of these for the price of what you paid for this SRP when it came out.
Yeah.
But now you can buy this and you can buy this. Which would you have bought if you had the choice?
I never was going to buy... If I had... We went and we searched for the
We
gauntlet.
hunted for the gauntlet.
We...
That was half the fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially with the moms all involved.
If I had to do anything more than hit buy with one click, even if I had to go through traditional buy it and then just select my address and credit card, I wouldn't have done it. But luckily, Amazon has me to the point where I just just
yeah.
put my DNA on the phone and it just takes it and accepts it. All right, so Batman Day.
I feel bad.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
This was
geez.
cool, and special thanks to Eagle Moss for supplying us with these
Yes.
busts that we could give to the
Yeah.
junkies. The books are great. I enjoyed the Star Trek book that I got when we did the Eagle Moss, the Enterprises and things, so much that I've actually gone back and now I keep watching Star Trek.
Yeah.
And my wife's not too thrilled because I'm watching the bad ones on purpose.
So Batman Day, right? What's your favorite Batman iteration, Evan?
I think the one that I'm reading right now.
Really?
I'm enjoying Long Halloween and Dark Victory a lot.
We have
I
the
think
Dark
he's-
Victory figures here, DC Direct.
I would like to see those. I don't think I've ever seen them, but I think just he's a very imposing version of Batman. He's a very large one, but I think I'm also biased because Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb are my favorite
Yeah.
team together ever. So yeah, I think I would go with if just comics. Yeah, that one.
All right, Bob.
It can be any Batman?
Any Batman favorite animated?
I would
any
say
version if it's Batman.
that- I would have to say it has to be Kevin Conroy. I think overall, I think he's the best Batman. I think he's had, I would say, like the most to play with at times. I mean, West had a lot, but West was a totally different, lighthearted, the Bright Knight that he was. But I think as a character reaches from beginning to all the way to the end, we've seen Conroy play him all the way through, and I think Kevin Conroy is the best Batman. And I can say I actually met that Batman. So
Nice. I waffle back and forth because I've read a lot of Batman. I mean, he's probably one of my most read characters. But the current, or I guess last few year run of Batman and Robin with Damian Wayne seems to sing home to me, and it's most likely because I have a small son.
Right.
We read it together on trips and stuff like that. So and I love the Damian Wayne character. So that's my Batman right now.
good.
That makes sense from what I've read of that
Yeah.
storyline. I think it's really cool
Yeah.
too.
All right.
They've been doing a lot of that story in the animated.
Yes,
Batman, and
Teen Titans.
They've been
versus
carrying
Justice
those
League.
characters very well through the vein of all of those stories.
You've got Batman and Robin. You got Batman. You got Bad Blood. There's
Yeah.
3 or 4
Yeah.
movies now with Batman and Damian.
and
So-
Teen Titan.
Yeah,
Damian
Teen
gets
Titans,
his own
yeah.
time to shine in Teen Titans.
and he's
so.
great. What do we got comment-wise? Because we're going to wrap it up here on Tuesday.
Rick was saying technically this is why Mezco's was canceled. Probably a good move considering how these are clearanced out. $80, it's amazing, but full price it was a tough sell. That's what Matthew says. This Batmobile is a masterpiece, one of the best vehicles of this generation. And Matthew says Kevin Conroy took the role and really transformed it for future actors more than West or Keaton.
Okay.
Rick was wondering where I went.
He said, I said it.
Spider-Man showed up. and
He's
then I
the
came
only
back.
person that's ever worried that.
I think Conroy set a precedent for Batman, and I think that's why anytime they release an animated film, we all go, "Is Conroy going to play Batman?" And
Yeah.
then when it's not,
Yeah.
I think Bruce Greenwood is probably the follow-up voice of Batman that I really enjoy. But yeah, it's usually Conroy or nothing, and I know for a fact that Warner Brothers will request somebody else from time to time. They won't always go with Kevin Conroy. They'll try something different. And I always think that's maybe the biggest mistake that Warner Brothers Animation does
Jump around.
is that they jump around. Now they've had James O'Mara
jump around.
who's played Batman in the Justice League run right now of the series.
Yeah.
And has done in some solo movies, but when it's a standalone kind of story, they'll get Conroy back, and I think that's always just the best move.
So what else we got here?
Andrew was saying Conroy is the definitive Batman. And he's a nice guy too.
Yep.
Rick was saying there was a masked stranger.
No,
talking
it's
about.
not. Okay.
That's true.
And then Antonio likes my headband.
Yeah. It's very Karate Kid.
That's what I was going to say.
I was going to say it's very Deer Hunter.
Oh wow.
But-
That's true.
Whoa, that's true.
Have you seen Deer
Have you
Hunter?
seen-
I've
Deer
seen
Hunter?
I've seen the scene, like the
Oh,
real
he's
clip.
seen
He's
the,
seen
he's
it.
seen
You've
the
seen
scene.
Yeah.
He's seen the scene. That's all these kids do anymore. They just
Yeah.
watch
Hey,
clips.
somebody told me to watch that scene, and I watched the
Listen,
scene.
when-
I don't play
What
the
do you
game,
do?
but watch
Karate,
YouTube.
Karate Kid is Jaden Smith for
There
Evan,
you go.
actually.
That's right. You don't even know. No mercy.
By the way, have you? I heard that the new show is actually pretty good on
I'm
Amazon.
bummed that it's on. It's not on Amazon. It's on Netflix Red.
YouTube Red.
No,
YouTube
YouTube
Red's
Red.
on.
Oh,
Sorry,
my bad.
Netflix Red.
I have
my own
YouTube
show.
Red. Just log into my account.
Oh my god, I need to watch this.
So,
I so wanted to see this and I didn't get a chance.
all right, guys. Somehow 7 of you are still with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, they were with us for
yeah.
about an hour.
Tuesday, Batman Day, complete. I think we did better than Alien Day. I think Eagle Moss will be happy. Shout out to Cape Cod Chips, sponsor.
Yeah.
Hostess.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
I'm gonna put them in the comments.
Let's see what
Cobra
else.
Kai.
Rick goes, "You were the stranger, Evan. You killed the joke."
That was the point.
That's what Evan does.
That was the
most.
point, Rick.
And we got anything? What do we got going this week?
We're
Mozzarella sticks.
we're
Evan
gonna
takes
mozzarella
100
sticks,
inches.
and we're gonna go with Lego Paul to
Ooh,
pick
Lego
up
Paul appearance, Force Friday.
Force Friday. We're gonna go toy hunting for his. We're going to the Lego store in Delaware for
Yeah.
no tax. I don't even know what he's getting. He's getting something
He's
big.
He's buying everything.
He's buying everything.
The
Star Wars?
Y-wing.
Oh,
they're
okay.
releasing like it's like
That's
$600 or
right.
$700
That's right.
worth of Legos.
We did a piece on that. So yeah, so follow
That's
us
right.
for Force
That's right. We
Friday,
talked
and
about
then Delaware tax-free shopping. So we're gonna try to hit. There's a Toys R Us. I know there's at
There's a
least
Toys
one
R
or
Us.
two.
There's a couple Targets right
Yeah.
next to it. So I think we're gonna try to go live. I mean, I think we'll film some of it.
We'll
but
be in increments, and then we'll put it together with
yeah. So
some commercials.
if you're either out on Force Friday or hanging at home and watching
May the 4th.
May the 4th.
May the 4th. Yeah,
May the
I've
4th,
made a
I'm
mistake
sorry.
myself.
Maybe
say?
maybe you took the day off work and you're watching Star Wars. Check us out.
I know there's only 8 of them to watch now.
Yeah,
Well, 9.
9-ish.
9-ish. Well, you count Rogue One.
I don't count Rogue One.
Rogue
Run?
Run.
You know why the beach scene. That's all I'm gonna say. We got
Let
anything
it
else?
go.
Stardust.
Everyone
People
turns
were
to
just talking
ash.
about how I killed the joke, and Antonio said peace out.
Team Evan killed the joke.
Team Evan.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you later this week. I know you guys all miss us, so.
The broadcast has ended.
But are we done recording?
No. I was going to give it a second.